Hey guys, how we get on today? So today I'm going to go through how to use a foam roller. So foam rollers are going to be great for really kind of helping you kind of massage out the muscle, break down any fascia build up, get rid of all those little knots. It's going to help you really loosen out, it's going to help with recovery from your training, and it's also going to help prevent with injury. So I'm going to go through a full body kind of routine that I personally do myself to help you to understand a bit more about using a foam roller. So get your foam roller. You're going to start off, we're going to work on our calves, right? So start by your ankle, rest one leg on top of the other, and you're going to try and make little kind of round movements. So make little circles, and at the same time while you're doing that, you're working your way up the back of your calf, up towards the back of your knee. So you're not going to go right up behind your kneecap, you're just going to work your way up till your calf starts to intersect into the back of the knee. So again, you're going to make those little circles. If you find any knots at all or any of those kind of sore spots, just spend an extra bit of time rolling into them and trying to break that knot down. So eventually it should ease off and you shouldn't feel any more pain. And again, if you have those knots, obviously when you break them down, you're going to start loosening out the muscle even more. So starting off, the calf is the first one, so we work our way down to the back of the knee, slowly work your way back up again. Once you've done that, you're going to change sides. So same thing, apply the pressure that you want with the other leg. So you can push down a bit harder if you want, or if you want to ease off a little bit. It's completely up to you. It's just really about going with how you feel with this one. So again, work your way up the calf, back down again, until you come right down to the back of your ankle. So next thing what we're going to do is we're going to flip over. This time we're going to start working the inside of our groin here. So foam rollers on the floor, right? Opposite leg's going to be out straight. We're going to slightly bend this knee, and we're going to get the foam roller on the inside of our knee from there. So what you want to try and do is you want to get yourself in a position that you can work your way down your inner thigh. So again, starting at the top of the knee, make little circles, rocking back and forth, rolling right down into the foam roller and right up into your hip, the top of your groin here. Once you get up to the top of this part, you're going to roll around right up into your hip area, spend a little bit of time. So take your time as well as you're working through each muscle. You don't have to rush through as quick as I am because I'm just trying to go through each part of the exercise. So roll yourself into it, and when you get to the top, sit into the hip, then you're going to work your way down your quad, so the front of your leg this time. So once you get to the top, work your way back down, rocking back and forth, sitting into any of those knots that you feel. Then once you get back down to the top of your knee, you're going to flip over. You're going to work your IT band this time. So basically it's going to be the outside of your leg. So here, work your way back up. This might be a bit painful. Once you get back up into the top of your hip, that's it. We're going to change sides. So we're going to swap over onto the other side now. So again, get that foam roller in place. From there, rocking back and forward, working our way down that inner thigh, working over all those knots, breaking it down, loosening up those muscles, right into the top of your hip there, roll around a bit, get right into those muscles and up the front of your quad. From there, flipping over, again, we're going to work our way into our IT band. So top of the knee from here, rocking back and forth again. This might be a painful area for some people. Again, if it's painful, that means you need to be working it more. So we want to break all of those knots down, loosen the muscle right out, get right into the top of the hip there again, and work that all out. So that's the legs done. So we started with the calf, and we went for the inner thigh, we went for the quads here, we went for the IT band, working our way up and down there. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to focus on our back. Now, what I like to do, foam roller right on your lower back here, drop your hips to the floor, then you're going to hug yourself. Doing this, you're just basically widening your back even more, so you open up those muscle fibers. From there, lift your hips up, slowly roll yourself right down through your back. You might hear a few clicks or cracks. So again, just working your way up and down there. Then we're going to stop here. We're going to slightly lean into one side, working your lower back up and down. So we're not putting the pressure on our spine here, we're kind of off to the side in that bottom part of your lower back, rubbing right into it. Then we're going to flip over the opposite side. Again, putting that little bit of pressure. Again, it's completely up to you how much pressure you put into when you're doing this. So rub yourself right into it, break down that muscle, hug yourself again, back up to our back. And once we get up and down through here, drop your hips back down, hands together, up overhead, reach right back. So we're getting that thoracic stretch now, all the way up over. Focus on your breathing, deep breaths in and out. And try to reach that back that little bit further. So this is an amazing stretch, feels so good. So from there you can slowly roll down, get hips up off the floor, get that foam roller right into the shoulders. Again, just take your time with this, feel the stretch, relax with it, focus on your breathing. Then arms out to the side, stretch out the chest area, and back right down. Now what we're going to do is we're going to work our lats. So all the muscles are on here, right? So what we're going to do, foam roll on the floor, start on the top of the hip, get in position there, and what you're going to do is you're going to slightly rock back and forth. Again, go with how you feel on this. It's completely up to you how much pressure you put into this, okay? So again, rocking back and forth, getting that foam roller right into your lats. From here, make little circle movements, get right into the muscle and break that fascia down. Then from here, once you get up onto the back of your shoulder here, what we want to do is we want to sit in that area. This might be a sore spot as well, right? Get in there and open right up. So sit into it hard, push a bit of pressure, open right up. So again, we're really getting that lat muscle, putting a bit of pressure on it and breaking down that fascia that's building up around it. So again, that's one side, we're done. Then we're going to flip over. Same thing, other side. Let's get into that lat again. Get right down, rocking back and forth, spending a little bit of time here. Any sore spots, any knots, spend a bit of time on those, break them down. Get right into it. Again, find that spot, the back of your shoulder, open right out. That's it. Get right into it, rocking back and forth. So there we cover all your back. We can also then as well start to work on our shoulders, a little bit on our chest. So from here, I'm going to drop the foam roller down and again, try and find that bit of stability. So you can try and move your arms up and down. Again, you're just getting the muscle kind of pushing right into the foam roller, rocking back and forth into your delts as well. Getting right down into that muscle. Other side, same thing. Waving your arm up and down. Getting that muscle worked over, loosening right out. Now, once you've done that, got a great little hip stretch for you. So we're going to go back to putting the foam roller underneath the shoulder blades. So from here, foam roller under the shoulder blades, feet flat, one leg, you're going to drop right in, right? Then you're going to rest the other leg on top. Whichever knee is dropped to the floor, you're going to extend that arm right up overhead and relax in that position. Deep breaths in, breathe out, and stretch back that little bit further. Swap sides, drop that knee down, foot on top, extend right back up and over. Focus on the breathing, breathe in, breathe out, extend back that little bit further. So guys, there you have it. There's a full routine with the foam roller that I personally do each day of my training. I do a bit beforehand, do a bit afterwards. So again, it's going to help with recovery, it's going to help prevent injury, it's going to help you feel a lot looser within yourself as well. If you have any back pains, shoulder issues or anything like that, using the foam roller can drastically help to reduce any pain that may be in around your back or shoulders and stuff like that. So take your time with it. Go through at your own pace. Again, it's up to you how much pressure you put on each area because it can be painful. But take your time, slowly work yourself over it. Any questions at all, feel free to reach out, shoot me a message or comment below under this video and I'll sure to get back to you. Right guys, have a wicked day.